Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with my sweet Stalker, and Tatsumi has just put forth the possibility that May is somehow connected to everything. So, I'm not sure if I have enough gems for this, but we're gonna jump right in. Tatsumi's accusation hangs heavily in the air between us. No way. I clench my hands into fists. How can you suggest such a thing? Calm down. You say something like that and expect me to be calm? May is my best friend. How am I supposed to feel right now? She gives me a surprisingly sympathetic look. I know this must be hard for you to hear. It's ridiculous, that's what it is. Tatsumi falls silent for a moment but remains calm. Please, Shorty, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just doing my job. When she doesn't rise to the bait, I pause. I suddenly realize how tired she looks. Wearing only pajamas and with that exhausted look on her face, this is the most vulnerable I've ever seen her. She's really serious about this, isn't she? It sounds like she doesn't like the possibility of it being May either. I'm sorry. She lifts her gaze. I just can't imagine May betraying me. I know. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how I'd feel if Kimiko turned out to be someone I care about. Could Kimiko be someone like May? Someone warm and compassionate despite everything she's done? There must be more to Kimiko than just obsession. Where was May during Shiki's presentation? The question takes me by surprise. Huh? She had something to do. Which was what? I don't know. She never said. I see. But that doesn't mean... She frequently leaves campus right after classes, but doesn't return here until several hours later. I think that's actually pretty normal for people to go somewhere after school and not come back until later. What? Has Tatsumi been watching May all this time? She never says why, only that she has something to do or an appointment. Secret job at a maid cafe. She'd be a cute maid, I bet, though. So this is why Tatsumi suspects her. What should I say? I believe in May, or it does seem suspicious. Well, I firmly am on the Yuta train, so I believe in May. Unless they're working together, but I believe in May. I believe in May. Then you won't mind putting your trust to the test, will you? How? I plan to follow her the next time she goes somewhere alone. Come with me, unless you're afraid to learn something you'd rather not know. Her eyes glint, almost challenging me. I have to remember that no matter what, Tatsumi wants to help me. She has dedicated all of her time and energy to this case and even risked her life. This case would go nowhere without her. Even if I don't like the theory, at least she's trying, and I appreciate that. I need to at least see this theory out. Seeing the strain on Tatsumi's face, I decided to lighten the mood a bit. Now I get it, you just want an excuse to spend another day with me. She blinks a couple of times and huffs. That's right. At the end of the day, she's a cute girl doing her best. I had to turn the volume up because I started to realize watching the last part that my voice drowns out the volume, so yeah. That's right, at the end of the day, she's a cute girl doing her best. As if. I grin. No need to deny it, I can see right through you. She folds her arms. At least you're feeling good enough to joke around. It's hard, but I have to stay level-headed. Tatsumi can't bear all this alone. I need to be strong and figure this out. For all of them. Who's joking? You're the one who came here for a private chat in your pajamas. I mean, she's practically naked. Her face turns red. I was already dressed for bed when Her stammering makes me smirk. Now that I'm no longer startled from her accusation, I could fully appreciate how beautiful she looks tonight. Are you happy? Are you saying it was just a happy coincidence? Yes, I mean, no. I chuckle and she scowls. Just be ready to shadow May with me. Don't worry, I will be. Tatsumi is one heck of a woman. I hope it's not too loud. Because it really sounded too loud. Really, May, of all people? I sigh and check my phone. I got a message. What are you up to, darling? I'm worried about you. Her? Worried? Are you eating? I sigh in frustration. In a lot of ways, Kimiko could be the perfect girl if she wasn't so obsessed with me. I hold my finger over the block button, but I hesitate. Why can't I just do it? Please don't do anything stupid. It could be dangerous. What? Does she know what we're planning? No, that's not possible. It must be a coincidence. Unsettled, I put my phone away, but I worry about the strange warning for the rest of the night. Never in a million years could I have imagined this. Spying on May. Tatsumi and I sneak together down the street, using the other buildings as cover. It's been 2 days since Tatsumi told me her suspicions. Certainly took her time. Just a few minutes ago, May claimed she had an important appointment to keep. When she left, we each made excuses to Shiki and slipped out after her. What's the plan if she catches us? We say we thought Kimiko might try to follow her. That'll scare her. Better than giving away our suspicions. Besides, the plan is to not get caught. Try not to ruin this. She winks and I roll my eyes. Lost sight of her. No, I've got her. She went into that store. I felt Tatsumi's gaze toward a small department store. Knives are us. What if this is just a shopping trip? An appointment for a shopping trip, really? Good point. Visible through the store's glass doors, May starts walking toward the exit. Already? Where can we hide? Apple insurance. Did you see that apple with the face? Tatsumi grabs my arm and shoves me behind a large sign. I peek around the edge. May is now standing outside the store looking at a display next to it. It doesn't seem like it'll be safe to come up from hiding anytime soon. This is dangerous. Pressed close together in the narrow space between the wall and the sign, I'm too aware of Tatsumi against me. I don't see how she wouldn't see us behind this sign. My breath catches. I try to focus on anything but her chest. How about the danger? Something wrong? What should I do? Get closer or play it cool? Well, I want to save my gems, and I also think play it cool is the better option. No, nothing's wrong. I take a deep breath and try not to think too hard about things. No, I've got to just leave it alone again. It's too hard to figure out how this volume makes it sound. My fairy tale girlfriend. I think the girl in the middle looks cute. I take a deep breath and try not to think too hard about things. Just act normal. Pretend there isn't a beautiful woman pressed against me right now. This isn't the right time. We're here on a mission. We stay together in this agonizing position for what seems like an eternity until May finally moves on. Let's go. I fall Tatsumi out from the shadow of the sign and we resume our pursuit. May stops at 2 more stores, a grocery store and a convenience store. Each time she comes out with small bags she carries easily. I'm in 3 different stores, that's gotta be rough. See, it's just a shopping trip. The thunder path takes her away from the crowded stores, toward the more isolated area of town. Tatsumi and I exchange glances and hurry after her. Why would May come here? I don't like this. Ahead of us, May keeps glancing around. It's becoming more and more difficult for us to stay hidden. Is she nervous? She should be coming to an area like this when there's a stalker chasing us. Or is it because she's up to something and she doesn't want to get caught? I mean, she could have dressed a lot less conspicuously. Tatsumi and I follow at a distance. In these winding alleys, it'll be all too easy to lose May if we let her get too far ahead. We're forced to move closer despite our need for secrecy. My foot hits a loose rock and it rolls ahead of us down the street. Tatsumi and I duck down a side alley just as May whirls around. Who's there? Nice going. Sorry. I know someone is following me, so just come out. Despite a tremor in her voice, she sounds fairly confident. Tatsumi and I have no choice but to step into view. May's eyes widen. Huh? What are you two doing here? She sounds shocked but not angry. That's a good sign. We were afraid Kimiko might try to follow you. What? We didn't want to disturb you, so we thought it was best to follow and watch for danger. May glances at me. Sorry for scaring you. I rub the back of my neck. Why didn't you just tell me? Okay, this might finally be my chance to get some answers about what's really going on. What should I say? Your appointment sounded important. Or why are you in a place like this? Say your appointment's at a part. I don't want to be too accusatory because I don't think she's guilty. Your appointment sounded important. What? You know how much danger we're in, but you decided to go anyway. That meant it had to be something big, so I didn't want to distract you. Oh. Come on, that's the point where you're supposed to explain why it was so important. I hope I haven't ruined things now. No, I should be fine. Personally, I have trouble believing anything is worth putting yourself at risk like this. May sighs. I'm sorry, the truth is I have a part-time job. Is it a maid cafe? You do? Around here? Because if we get May in a new outfit, that can be the splash screen. For once, I can't blame her for how skeptical she sounds. Shadow cats! Run! I help take care of stray cats and dogs that live around here. You never told me about that. I just started shortly before all of this happened. After that, well... She shrugs and lowers her gaze. I figured you'd tell me it was too dangerous. But if I don't take care of the strays, who will? Would the next person care as much? I couldn't abandon them, so I kept it a secret. Is this a real part-time job? Are you being paid for this? Her revelation is baffling, but it makes sense. It's just like May to care about stray animals enough to accept the danger of coming out here alone. When we were kids, she was always volunteering in animal shelters. She cared about animals as much as people, maybe even more sometimes. She probably only lied to us so we wouldn't worry about her or try to make her quit. Tatsumi seems less convinced. A job taking care of stray cats and dogs? Really? I know it must sound awful silly to someone like you, especially with how scared I am, but May really loves animals. Who is your boss? What? Why do you care? A defensive note enters her voice. If you think you can get my boss to make me quit, I just want your boss's name, that's all. Tatsumi doesn't believe the job is real. This is exactly the sort of job May would care about. Trust me, she's always been like this. Tatsumi glares at me. The judgment in this matter might be clouded. What? You care too much. What's your problem? Are you jealous of me and Shorty? Whoa, May is actually calling Tatsumi out. I see her face flush. Excuse me? Because that has nothing to do with my job, okay? I don't know what you're implying, but it's good to see May actually standing up for herself, but I need to stop them before this escalates. I go to step in between them when a movement catches the corner of my eye from the upper window of a nearby building. Was that from the upper window of a nearby building? Like, really? My body reacts before I even fully process what I saw. May, look out! A shot is fired. Jeez! I dash forward and throw myself against her, taking us both to the ground. The bullet hits the wall behind where May stood a moment ago. Someone's trying to flat out murder May. Where are they? That apartment building looked like from the 4th floor. How did we see that? I point and Tatsumi takes off running. I get to my feet and start to go after her, but May reaches out. No, wait. She gets to her feet slowly and dusts herself off. Please don't leave me here alone. I'm sorry. You were right. Someone really did follow me. Guilt makes me look away. About that, Actually, we were following you because Tatsumi was suspicious. What? She didn't like that you were going places alone without saying why. She thought I was working with Kimiko? Or even that you were Kimiko. And you... She stares at me. You came with her, so then you suspected me too? No, I picked the not suspect you option. Tears begin to well up in her eyes. She sounds heartbroken. What should I say? I never suspected you, or I'm sorry, I never suspected you. Although I should point out, if this is Yuta, like, why would you try to murder May? Like, there's a chance I could end up with May instead of Shiki. Like, wouldn't that be better for you? Really? Of course. I put my hands on her shoulders. How could I ever suspect you? I look into her eyes. I've known her for so long. Just now I could have easily lost her. That thought is terrifying. She may be more important to me than I even realized. I pull May into a tight hug. I trust you more than anyone else in the world. How could I have even considered that she would betray me? I didn't. Shorty, then why did you go with her? To prove to her that she was wrong. Who knows what Tatsumi might have thought if she followed you alone. I wanted to be here to make sure she saw the truth. Thank you. She clings to me and I hold her tightly. Let's just stay here and hope the shooter doesn't come by. I know I should be worried about Tatsumi, but right now all I can think about is May. She needs me the most right now. I kind of think Tatsumi, who's going after a gunman, might need us a little more. We hurt her by following her, but at least we also saved her. Every time I think about how close May came to being shot, I start shaking. Thank you so much for being here for me. I always will be. I draw back and tilt her chin up so I can look in her eyes. But please don't ever think you need to keep a secret from me. You know my secret job, after all. I'm sorry, I just knew you'd be worried. I am, but I also can tell how much it means to you. I was trying to be braver. So you put your life at risk? She looks down and I feel kind of bad. Then you don't want me to quit? Well, after someone took a shot at her, the last thing I want is for her to be feeding cats in alleyways. We'll work something out. Maybe I can go with you. She looks back up at me, beaming. I'd like that. Then it's a date. Her laugh is weak, but it has a hint of her usual spark. I especially like the sound of that. Really? My mouth goes dry. That sounded like more than just teasing. Part of me likes the thought. After everything that's happened, it's becoming difficult to just see her as a friend. But I wonder how she feels. Wow, really? You can't figure that out? I struggle to find the words as my face heats up. Footsteps behind us make me spring apart and whirl around. Satsumi. Are you okay? Of course I am. Do you think I can't take care of myself? She sounds more defensive than usual and I wince. Sorry about not going with you. You couldn't leave me here all by myself. Indeed. Her tone sounds annoyed. Wait, is Tatsumi actually jealous? She's probably mad that the killer got away, or would-be killer. So what happened? Was it Kimiko? I found the room the shot came from, but it was already empty. Clearly set up for a sniper, but the gun and shooter were both already gone. What? This is bad. She clearly has the intent to kill me. Yeah. Kimiko is willing to kill her rivals. I can't imagine that there is anyone I care about enough to kill for them. I almost have to admire her sheer tenacity. It's a little flattering to capture someone's heart so completely that she'd kill for me, but also terrifying. Unfortunately, there are 3 other doors besides the one I used, all on different sides. She could have reached any of them before I got out of the room. Kimiko got away from us yet again. As if on cue, my phone buzzes with a new message. I check it and my stomach flips. Are you okay, dearest? I didn't want to hurt you, only her. Once they're out of the way, you'll never be in danger like that ever again. Soon, we can be together. You set my apartment on fire. Kimiko has gotten away yet again, and she's more obsessed with me than ever. At least we cleared May's name, but if May didn't betray me, what possibilities do we have left? I mean, couldn't May have hired someone to snipe at her or something? No, I guess that would have been too close a call. Not that I think May did it. Oh. I'm glad they changed it, because I was a bit worried they were using the same sprite. We gotta be running out now. Yeah, I really don't think I have enough gems for the next episode, but we'll find out. Because I've gotten into a point now where it's only giving me 2 to 4 points, and you can triple those, but that's not enough. It costs 120 points to get 60 gems, or to get, it's 10 gems. 120 for 10 gems. It takes forever. What now? I don't know. She glances at May. May stares back, clearly still shaken but furious at the same time. Can't blame her for being upset. Shorty says you followed me here because you suspected me. That's right. I've removed you from my list of suspects for now. For now? Well, unlikely. It's possible you set this up to clear yourself of suspicion. Are you insane? I step forward, but before I can say anything, Tatsumi sighs. Look, I'm not trying to treat you unfairly. I suspected you because you were the only one who could have betrayed Shorty's secret. I see. Wait a minute. She turns to me. You told her? I lift my hands into the air. I thought you couldn't trust anyone with your secret, not even Shiki. Did she want to be the only person that knew? What should I say? Tatsumi needed to know, or it's too late now. Tatsumi needed to know. Not everything. Exactly how do you expect me to investigate this case if I don't have all the details? I think some of that is directed at me. She must still feel resentment over me hiding details from her in the first place. Don't worry, I won't intrude on anything. There's no need to be jealous. Jealous? It's obvious. May bristles, but I step in between them and hold up my hands. Though it's kind of amazing having 2 girls fighting over me, this isn't the time or place. Relax, girls. Do we really need to do this now in the middle of an alley? Good point. We should go back to the hideout. She actually agreed with me. Fine. I don't think I've forgotten this, though. They won't quit. They're both acting as obsessive as Kimiko right now. What about the cats? Fortunately, their anger loses its edge by the time we reach the safe house. You all came back together? It's a long story. Come on, I'll tell you all about it. Good, I need to talk to Shorty anyway. Although May frowns, I knew she'd be unhappy. She ushers Shiki away, no doubt to complain about Tatsumi. Tatsumi shakes her head. I suppose I'm used to burning bridges. What? That's so sad. Is she so dedicated to her work that she doesn't care if she has friends? Don't worry, I'll talk to May, and we need to focus on the case first. Is solving cases more important to her than anything else? I mean, yeah, she can worry about making friends with May after, the would-be killer is stopped. I think this is more than about some dumb cop's approval, or even more than about Shiki's safety. Yeah, it's probably connected to the death of her parents. Why does she throw herself into every case? Maybe she doesn't want anyone else to feel like she did. Why is she like this? Kimiko is becoming more dangerous all the time. When she's safe, all of you, then I can worry about other things. A slight blush colors her cheeks. Wait, did she mean me specifically? She won't focus on anything else until I'm safe? I find myself returning the blush. Anyway, we need to move on the possibility that Kimiko is someone close to you. Not someone who knew your secret, but someone who recognized your mannerisms. It still seems like a stretch to me, but okay. Do you have any other close female friends besides May and Shiki? None that are really close, but there are some classmates I'm on good terms with. I'd like to meet them. Okay, they should be on campus tomorrow. It's Yuta! It feels really weird to come to campus again so soon after deciding it was too dangerous to attend classes. And even weirder to be here with Tatsumi. This is going to be really awkward, isn't it? We walk towards the school building, but then I stop. Under a nearby tree, 3 girls are chatting and laughing. I lead Tatsumi to them and wave. How's it going? Shorty, haven't seen you around in a while. Where have you been? Some things came up. I rubbed the back of my neck. And who's this? Oh, this is Tatsumi. Tatsumi, these are my friends Akane, Kaede, and Haruka. I find it really hard to imagine one of them secretly being Kimiko, especially since they don't have sprites. It's a pleasure to meet you. Shorty, is she your girlfriend? What? So that's what they think when they see me and Tatsumi together, huh? Come to think of it, that would be the best way to draw Kimiko into the open if she's really one of them. Give me a choice so I can say no and save gems. What should I say? Yeah, she's my girlfriend. I know we're just friends. I'm going to say no because, first of all, I don't think any of them are Kimiko, and I don't think Kimiko would let it slip. No, we're just friends. I feel a pang of regret as I say it. I glance at Tatsumi. She looks annoyed. It's not my fault they thought we were a couple. Close friends. Huh? Oh, she must want to try and see if that will get a reaction. Maybe I should have said we're a couple after all. No, let her do it. She doesn't have to spend gems. You're not a student here, are you? No, but Shorty wanted to show me his university, so I came with him today. We spent a little time chatting about various topics, emphasizing our friendship. None of the three girls do anything suspicious. At last, the three of them say goodbye and head into the building, leaving us alone outside. Tatsumi folds her arms. I think it's safe to say Kimiko isn't one of them. Heaven forbid the girl be a good actor. Yeah, it just doesn't add up. Lead on, maybe we can get to the bottom of this. Telling you, it's Yuta. Unfortunately, the day ends in failure. It's safe to say Kimiko isn't one of your classmates. It still leaves May as a suspect, but I think it's unlikely after what happened yesterday. There's still one possibility. What about Shiki? Excuse me? If you have May on the list of unlikely suspects, Shiki must be there too. Shiki didn't know our secret. I'd know if my own sister was a psychopath. They never do. It's not like I suspect Shiki, but we can't overlook anyone. I thought you had to consider every possibility. Fine. Although that doesn't leave us with any plausible suspects. What now, then? You must have let your identity out by mistake. I'm always careful. Anyone can slip up. Does that really help us? I don't know. Try to think of any time when you might have exposed your secret. I'll try. Thanks, Tatsumi. She shakes her head. Just doing my job. Is this nothing more than a job to her? The more I get to know her, the more I wonder. It's Yuta! Although, it's a little nerve-wracking to know Yuta has this address and hasn't done anything yet, unless he's bugged the place. Or bugged our phone. That night, I lie awake in bed. I can't sleep. Did I really expose my own secret? How could I be so careless? When could it have happened? That day in class! Of course, there's one person who knows exactly how Kimiko found out. Kimiko herself. My thoughts drift to her more and more. Kimiko is so fixated on our goal. I wish I understood what made her do this. She's jealous of us. Is she just an evil person? The more I think about her, the more sympathetic I feel. No, deep down, I think she's just hurting. I can feel no sympathy for what I'm pretty sure is Yuta. Because look, I can understand even being obsessively in love, but you burned my apartment down, you tried to kill May, tried to get Shiki beaten up. And it's even worse because I suspect it's Yuta. But it's not okay. If things were different, maybe we... I glanced at my phone. If I text Kimiko, she'll probably respond. What should I do? Text her, don't text her. Because I feel like if he texts her, he's just going to make things worse, especially since, like I said, I think it's Yuta. And if Yuta's whole thing is that he asked us for advice and didn't like that we tried to sympathize with him, I'm going to say don't. What in the world was I thinking? I rubbed my forehead. Contacting Kimiko now when she's already tried to kill my friend? I can't save her no matter how much I want to. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to save this person, but I don't feel like he's going to be able to do it this way. All I can do is try to stop her. But why? Why can't I get her out of my head? I shiver and close my eyes. Wow, that's it. I think we're destined to be together. Thoughts of Kimiko haunt me all night long. They can't do CGs, but they can do all this. Over the next few days, I try to think of when I could have messed up. Nothing comes to mind. I don't get it. What am I missing? We're out of leads. I haven't even looked back at the video and I remember that moment. It's getting late, but I'm not ready to sleep yet. I feel like we missed a line of dialogue, but I can't check the log because it does the spoiler thing. Every time I've fallen asleep over the past few days, I've dreamt of Kimiko. Sometimes they're nightmares, other times, I'm not sure. We need to finish this soon. Now that I'm no longer going to class, being stuck inside is getting to me. I sigh and lean my head back against the couch cushions. When will this end? I jump and open my eyes. I didn't realize you were there. Sorry. It's fine, what's up? Shiki takes a breath and steps toward me. There's a fire in her eyes I haven't seen since the day of the competition. I've been thinking, are you going to come up with a plan to catch the killer? You've shown me that I need to speak my mind. So I want to stand up for myself more. I want to say what I'm thinking. It's great. And it's thanks to me that she feels this way? I'm glad I was able to help her. I didn't know my opinion meant that much to her. And, one of those things is... She blushes and I wait patiently for her to finish. She's struggling to get these words out. What could it be? I'm really attracted to you. What? Did Shiki just confess her feelings to me? Shy, quiet Shiki? My heart pounds. It's no secret that a lot of guys like Shiki, but she's never really shown any interest in anyone. I stand up and look into her eyes. I had no idea. My face is hot. Even with all this chaos, somehow I feel incredibly lucky. Sorry for hiding it. She steps closer. But I couldn't hold it in anymore. Not after your advice. She finally found the courage to say it. She looks even more gorgeous than usual right now. My heart hammers in my chest. She's standing so close I can feel the warmth of her skin. She looks up at me as if she's expecting something. I'm so flustered I can't form words, but I can't leave her hanging. What should I do? Kiss Shiki or change the subject? I hate how it pushes us to do romantic things like kiss, especially since I think the choice is going to be made in the final chapter again. But I kind of was planning to romance Shiki currently, so I'm going to kiss Shiki, especially since she found the courage to confess. At a time like this, only one reaction makes sense, although this is going to feel terrible when I choose other girls later on. My heart is hammering so much I can barely breathe. I never thought a cute girl like Shiki would confess her feelings for me, especially with how quiet she is. She rarely voices her feelings at all, so for her to tell me, she must really feel strongly about this. I reach out and cup her face gently. She gasps, closing her eyes. Shiki, I'm so flattered to know how you feel. I care about you a lot too. Before I always saw her as just a quiet girl who rarely spoke. Now I've seen so many different sides of her. Wonderful, beautiful facets to her personality that I never expected to see. She's able to speak her mind more than ever now, too. I draw her face toward mine and kiss her softly. Wow, her lips are so soft. Oh no, I missed it. She relaxes. I don't know, back into me, that's all I saw. Is this what you want? Yes. She's so cute. I kiss her again. I never thought. I draw back when I realize Shiki's speaking softly, almost to herself. I never thought I'd be kissed. Why not? Someone quiet like me, always overlooked? You don't give yourself enough credit. Maybe. Besides, it's because of you. You took the initiative. And it's attractive, too, that she can be so reserved, but still step forward when something is important to her. She's grown a lot. I had to. I couldn't stand not to say anything. I'm glad you did. She looks up at me, her eyes warm and innocent. Do you think this can last? What do you mean? She bites her lip. Living together, being in danger, they make people feel differently. I see. You're wondering if we'll still feel this way once we no longer are hiding from Kimiko. She nods. Well, that means there's only one thing to do. We need to end this quickly so we can give each other a proper answer. Yes, please. Don't worry, Shiki. I'll make sure I have an answer for you soon. Especially after how brave you were to admit your own feelings. My feelings are stronger than ever. The buzz of my phone pulls my attention away from Shiki. A text message? I hope it's not from Kimiko. I grab my phone. Campus admin. Oh boy, here we go. Please report to the admin building immediately to discuss a matter related to your classes and the upcoming exams. Huh? My heart leaps into my throat. Have I missed so many classes that I'm in trouble? You should be thinking that this is probably Kimiko. What's wrong? A message from the university saying I need to check in about something at the admin building. You should tell Tatsumi. Exactly. Shiki's speaking sense. Right. Could you go get her? Shiki nods and leaves the room. It looks official, but I don't know the number. If I'm wrong, it could be a big problem. Call the school and ask. What's going on? I show Tatsumi the text. It sounds suspicious. I know, but what if it's legitimate? I can't ignore it. Then we'll all go together. All of us? All of us. Dramatic. My throat is so sore, but I have to keep going. I think we're nearing the end of this chapter. 5 minutes later, the four of us leave the safe house together. I don't understand why we all have to go. Kimiko is willing to kill. No one should be alone. But... Whoa. The rest of our purchase is lost as an explosion shakes our hideout. Whoa. Did they know we'd all left, or did they intend for me to leave and all the girls to die? Wow, that was an anime explosion right there. The whole building goes up in flames. An explosion? Is this Kimiko's doing? Did she hope to lure me out alone? But how did she find our hideout? You gave her the address, you idiot. What are we going to do now? So this should be part 7, which is 14, and then the first one was just 1. So 13, so there should be 2 more chapters, I think? Kimiko looking crazier than ever. Will the final splash screen be Crazy Yuta? Maybe we'll learn his identity in the next chapter. Well, our safe house just got destroyed. Oh, and all our belongings too, this sucks. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Which girl do you like the best? let me know, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!